Let's go back to the highways and vehicles of 1995. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety does its first ever crash tests. Among the vehicles tested, the Chevy Blazer, and it does not go well.
This vehicle had massive occupant compartment collapse. All the crash energy couldn't be absorbed in the front, so it had to be absorbed in the occupant compartment itself. That meant there's no room for the dummy's legs, and the instrument panel and the steering wheel came back so hard that it hit the dummy in the head, recording very high injury risk for the dummy's head and neck, and it actually broke the head off the dummy in this crash test.
That crash test and others subsequently developed by the IIHS encouraged automakers to improve their vehicles to make them safer. Now let's look at an 80-mile-an-hour closing speed crash test between a 1996 Blazer and a 2026 Blazer.
The new Blazer did very, very well. All of the crash energy was absorbed up front where it should be, and that kept the occupant compartment intact. That meant that the side curtain airbag, the frontal airbag, and the seatbelt could all do their job to protect the occupant. This occupant was going to walk out of this vehicle with very little risk of injury.
Some of the tests, like this roof-crushing one, were abandoned because new safety features outmoded them.
The automakers did a really good thing, and they started fitting all their vehicles with electronic stability control, and that really reduced the rate of rollover crashes in the first place. So if you're not rolling over, your roof strength doesn't really matter quite as much.
Using U.S. Department of Transportation data, the Insurance Institute estimates 50,000 lives have been saved over the last 3 decades as a result of automakers improving their vehicles to earn good ratings in its tests, with society saving more than $500 billion, that's $538 billion.
When you look at all the stuff you've done over the last couple of decades, where do you see the Institute and its tests in the next 5-8 years?
So after our crash worthiness testing, which we just talked about, we also started doing crash avoidance system testing. So that's systems that will help either avoid or ameliorate a crash that if it does occur.
You have to remember the numbers quoted here aren't just statistics. They're real people in the real world. Mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, relatives. All of them could have been taken too soon. Instead, they're alive today. And that is something to reflect upon. Working for you, I'm the consumer guy, Steve Sprazier.